Hello, welcome to your English lesson with Everyday English. My name's Marian. I hope you're well today. This lesson, we're going to learn about how to talk about large amounts using quantifiers. So here is a large amount of money. How can we put this into a sentence? My friend has a lot of money. So a lot of is a quantifier. It shows a large amount. Here we have a large amount of clothes. How can we put this into a sentence? My friend has lots of clothes. Lots of is another quantifier. Why are we using different quantifiers for different things? A lot of money, lots of clothes. What do you think? What is the difference between money and clothes? They're both nouns, but there is a difference. Do you know it? Money is an uncountable noun. Clothes is a countable noun. So for an uncountable noun, we use a lot of. And for a countable noun, we use lots of. If we're not using a noun, we just say a lot. We don't need an of, and it doesn't matter whether it's countable or uncountable. So you can see here that this is what we do with a positive sentence. There's one more type of quantity of clothes. So plenty of is another quantifier. And you've probably noticed in this case, even though money is an uncountable noun and clothes is a countable noun, we use the same quantifier, plenty of. And again, if we have no noun, we simply say plenty. So we don't need the of. Plenty is a synonym for lots of or a lot of. So it can simply mean that we have a large amount of something, but it has another meaning of its own. More than you need. So plenty can be used to say that you have more than you need. So what about negative sentences and questions? Are they the same? Do they have the same rules? Let's have a look. Here's our money. Now it's not the same, is it? My friend doesn't have much money. It's a different quantifier in this negative sentence. Here are our clothes again. This time we have a question. Does my friend have many clothes. We've used a different quantifier, many. Now, thinking about our positive sentences, why do you think we have different quantifiers for money and for clothes? Can you remember the difference between money and clothes? Yes, money is an uncountable noun. Clothes is a countable noun. So much for an uncountable noun, many for a countable noun, when your sentence is negative or a question. And if we don't want to use the noun, if we already know what we're talking about, we just end our sentence with much or many. It does matter whether the noun we were originally talking about was countable or not. So we have to remember whether we're going to use much or many, but we can end the sentence with just those words. A lot of and lots of can also be used in negative sentences and questions, again, in the same way, remembering whether it's a countable noun or an uncountable noun. Okay, now it's your turn. Look at the sentences and fill in the gaps with the correct quantifiers. Pause your video and I will give you the answers in a minute. Okay, I have biscuits. We have a positive sentence. Biscuits is a countable noun. So we can use a lot of or plenty of. Sentence 2, I have time. Again, it's a positive sentence, but time is uncountable. So it's lots of or plenty of. Sentence 3, so we don't have a noun at all, but it's still a positive sentence. So we can use a lot or plenty. Sentence 4, I don't have biscuits. So this is a negative sentence. Biscuits is a countable noun. So our options are I don't have many biscuits or I don't have a lot of biscuits. Sentence 5, I don't have time. Another negative sentence, but this time is uncountable. So we can say I don't have much time or I don't have lots of time. Sentence 6, again, it's a negative sentence, but this time we're not using a noun at all. So we can say I don't have a lot, or depending on whether the original noun is countable or uncountable, we can say I don't have much or I don't have many. Sentence 7. Do you have biscuits? So this is a question. Biscuits are countable. Many or a lot of. Do you have many biscuits? Do you have a lot of biscuits? Sentence 8. Do you have time? Again, a question, but time is uncountable. So it's, do you have much or lots of time? And finally, sentence 9. We don't have a noun at all. How do we end the question? So we can say, do you have a lot? Or much or many, depending on whether the original noun you're talking about is countable or uncountable. How did you do? Thank you for your time in this lesson. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section and I will be happy to get back to you. See you soon. Bye for now.